Hey, high school leaders, Ryan McCarthy here. Excited to be with you guys on the Sunday. I'm going to be speaking to you folks on the topic of accountability, that you're never meant to follow Jesus alone. And I don't know about everybody, but I would imagine a lot of students, when they hear accountability, they probably think, oh great, like we're going to talk about spiritual surveillance, or someone wants to inspect my phone and ruin my life. But biblical accountability is actually, it's a sweet gift. It's how Christians help each other stay awake, how they stay honest, and how they help each other stay close to Jesus. So it's the idea you're never meant to follow Jesus alone. And I'm going to look at three passages. I'm not going to spend a lot of time in any of these passages, but I'm kind of looking at the why we do accountability, how we do it, and who we do it with. So for why, I'm looking at Hebrews 3:12 and 13, that because it shows the point there is, I'm trying to remember the point. Oh yeah, that we need accountability because sin lies to us. That Hebrews says that it calls it the deceitfulness of sin, and you need people who can know you and love you enough to tell you the truth, because we never really know what's taking us out at any given moment. So I'll talk about that. Sin lies to us. That's why. The how part, how do we do it, is from James 5:16. It says, confess your sins to one another and pray for one another that you may be healed. That's the idea that, you confess and you pray. Those are how you do it. You learn to confess, and like you're choosing not to, you're not just getting caught, you're choosing to let someone know you. And the way you do that is you learn to confess and getting specific. So I'll get like practical on this stuff, but learning to confess, and then finding someone who will pray, because there's not, you don't just confess and then, hey, you're done. You pray for each other. So how, and then who. You don't just do accountability with anybody, but someone who knows you well and loves you enough to tell you the truth. And Proverbs 27 verses 5 and 6 and 17. I'm not looking at it here, but it says open rebuke is better than hidden love. And then it says faithful are the wounds of a friend. Then it goes on to say iron sharpens iron. So one friend sharpens another. And I want to talk about what type of person to find. I hope it's intensely practical, and I'm going to be in and out because I've got 15 minutes to cover all that, but I actually have it written out. I think I can get it done in 15 minutes, but I wanted to prepare you to know what we're talking about. So let's see if there's anything else. I think the discussion questions, I'm going to be asking like what stood out from the talk, or you will have questions like what stood out from the talk, what lies does sin tell people your age, if the enemy wanted to pull you away from Jesus, what lie would you use on you, why is honesty hard, why is it hard to be honest about this stuff, and what makes someone safe or unsafe for accountability. The win for Sunday night would be that, not that every student shares their deepest struggle out loud, but the win would be that students begin to see accountability as a gift from God, not like a threat. And I don't want them thinking that I have to fight this alone, that there's actually people in my life I can come alongside and walk with. One last thing, we're not just looking for people who will do this. I want to challenge them to be those types of people, someone who doesn't gossip when someone shares a struggle, but actually stops and prays for them. I believe that's it. I look forward to seeing you guys on Sunday. Adios.